Thank you for joining me today for a short presentation on how you can make your very own ramen egg. Enjoy! A ramen egg is a soft-boiled egg that will soak in some seasoning, and that sauce will absorb into the egg, changing the flavor and also just a little bit changing the texture of that perfectly, just slightly ooey gooey yolk. It's gonna be wonderful. Let's go. Depending on how hard or soft you like your yolk, that'll influence how long you let them boil. I did mine for 7.5 minutes in the video. I later wished I'd done it for only 7. Once you're done cooking them though, transfer your eggs to an ice bath. That will stop the cooking process and also make them cool enough for you to be able to peel without burning your hands. While the eggs are cooling, also start making your sauce. You're going to use soy sauce, mirin, which is a sweet cooking seasoning, and also some water. If you would like, you can also add dashi. Dashi is a powdered fish broth or a fish seasoning that you can use. I like that as an extra bit in my egg, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to or if you don't have it around your house. Now, something I will mention too while this is going on is that growing up, we never made these kinds of fancy eggs at home. All we did when we were making our top ramen, boiling it on the stove, was we just crack an egg into the pot and let it cook directly into the ramen. And you know, depending on how hard or soft you wanted it, you would just sort of touch the egg with either your finger or a chopstick or something just to get a feel for how cooked the egg was. But once I started going to ramen restaurants and having the egg, oh wow, it just added such a great dimension to it. You don't get to feel the texture of the yolk as much. That's why you do have to time it, or at least I do. But the seasoning, the flavor that gets onto that egg is just so wonderful. And then also when you cut the egg open and you can see that slight bit of translucency with that egg that just has that little bit of like glossiness. A great ramen egg is just such a perfect addition to your meal. So once you've got your sauce ready, you can add your egg into it. Place your peeled eggs into the bag of sauce. If you've used more water than I chose to do in this video, I only used 3 tablespoons of water, then your liquid might cover the entire egg. But if not, that's fine. I actually don't like to add too much water to the sauce because I don't want to dilute the strength of the seasoning. And so here you can see that I just flipped the bag over. What I like to do is let it sit in the sauce for a couple of hours and then flip the bag over so that way the other side of the eggs gets a chance to soak. And by the time you're done, the eggs will have a beautiful brown color and seasoning flavor throughout. Making your ramen egg the night before you're going to use it is a great idea. So one of the ways that you can use your egg is to slice your seasoned egg and then place it onto a bowl of ramen. So now I'm fancying up my ramen. Oh, and this is perfect. You can see how the egg has, well, it's a little, actually a tiny bit more cooked than I'd want, but see how it has that kind of glossy, almost gooey consistency in the center? That is very close to the egg consistency I want. This one, I cooked it for 7.5 minutes. I've got it on my ramen. It just adds that extra little bit of flavor and beauty to it. Hi, so once you've prepared your seasoned egg, you just add it to your ramen, and then you are ready to eat. And what we say often at the start of a Japanese meal is itadakimasu. So, itadakimasu! Oishii! So one of the other uses for a seasoned egg that I found when I was doing some research online was to put into a sandwich. I had never had this before, but I've found that I quite like it. So I'm actually slicing my egg into thirds instead of into halves. Oh, you can see it has that beautiful texture inside. I'm just putting the egg slices onto some buttered bread. So I'm just making myself a sandwich. The simplest egg salad sandwich you're gonna have. It's just a seasoned egg, so it already has its flavoring there, in between 2 slices of buttered bread, mush, 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 and then yum, yum, yum. So yeah, once you have your egg salad sandwich or your seasoned egg sandwich assembled, go ahead and I'm gonna slice mine up so I want to get to see it. Oh, that did not come out well. Never mind then. But you would just go in and eat it. Arr.